What's going on, guys? Troy and Mountain Man Treasure here, and it is time to go thrifting. Okay, guys, so it is, it's after 1 o'clock now, and I am done at the office, so I am zipping over to Aaron's thrift store, Big Sky Thrift. It's my new favorite little thrift shop. Aaron's been good to me, and that guy's cutting me off. Let's go see what we can find. So this guy, if he wasn't beat up, this is his tag. It's like he's been chewed on right there. His ear. This is, well, somewhere between, I don't know what the current comps are. This is Legend. He's somewhere between 12 and 15 bucks plus shipping, something like that. Pretty dirty. I think it's a it's an inflatable. Oh, I might have to. I think it'll clean. These are neat, but I wouldn't want to ship them. Glass. That's cool. So these here, there's two of them here. It's Tupperware Crisp It. There it is. Should come with a little spike. It's like a base and then a spike that sticks up. Put your head of lettuce on there. If that's all there, 15 bucks maybe, or more. But without it, it's like 5 bucks. Okay, guys, Wilton. Watch for wilt in these cake pans. This is a newer one, 2008. You can punch it in with that number there, 2105 1021, or I mean in this case just pirate ship pan. There are a couple of sold comps on this, but there are a lot more that are unsold, so we're going to leave it. But older Wilton, keep an eye out. They can sell really well. If you sell on Amazon, they do very well on Amazon. That's a Kavu hat, ladies and gentlemen. And that is a Bolo brand right there. Hero microphone. Okay, so I pulled these out. This one's a Rock Band with the USB. It's a Logitech. This one also Rock Band USB Logitech, and this one is Guitar Hero. None of these are fantastic, but I think they're like 10 or 12 bucks free shipping, so $2 a little high, but there's still a couple bucks there, and they're easy. This though is a dongle for the Stratocaster. These things get lost all the time, and so people that are selling the guitar need to buy these if they want to sell it complete. This, I gotta look, but probably 20 or 25 bucks for this little guy. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so these guys, some old pocketbooks. Got Bugs Bunny, Mickey, Tweety, Tom and Jerry. There's a Goofy, Donald Duck, Popeye. That's cool. By itself, I don't know that they'd be great, but I can take all these Disney ones and put them together, and then probably, you know, he'd be separate, that sort of thing. This might do okay. I think they're 50 cents a piece. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, $7. I think we could get that out of, you know, this guy. And then the rest is profit. So we're going to give that a shot. Guys, we are back home at the mountain. I think you saw some of the things that we picked up there at Aaron's. But then before I left, he said, hey, I've got some other stuff you might be interested in. I was. So let's go over what we picked up from the thrift today. All in all, we spent $30. Let me show you what we got. All right, guys, so we laid stuff out on the table. Let's just go over it. Apologies for the echoey sound, but this is a Guitar Hero mic, and then we've got Rock Band, and we've got Rock Band. There was one other mic there. It was a Disney Mike left that one behind. That one's just not really valuable at all. Now, that said, these aren't super valuable either. These are $10 or $12 free shipping a piece. Now, one of the reasons that I got these, though, is that I actually have a Rock Band set. We've got the drums, we've got the guitar. We didn't have the microphone. So now, all of a sudden, I've got a microphone. And guess what? We've also got the dongle, because there was a Rock Band dongle there. This is for the Fender Stratocaster, which is what we've got. This by itself is selling right now for between $30 and $35 free shipping. And of course, this thing weighs an ounce. So you're going to pay $3 to ship it out and fees. You're going to make about 30 bucks off of selling just this little piece, because it's either people who lost theirs or people who found a guitar like I did that didn't have one, that want to replace it and sell it together. So I've got to do some math and figure out what's the best way, because now we have the Beatles Rock Band game for the Wii, along with this, which completes our guitar. We have the drum set, and now we have a microphone. So we could sell the whole thing all together. I'm not sure if that's the best way to do it, or if we want to part it out. I'm not sure. I've never done that before. I've never sold those. So if you know, down below, let me know if you've got experience doing that before. I haven't. I found this. Look, that looks so good on top of her. Clear above, this is Kavu. I said in the store, I think this is a Bolo brand. So it absolutely is. This actually still has the manufacturer sales tag on it. You can see 25 bucks is what this would have sold for. I looked real quick just before I started this, just to see there's only one of these listed. It's still sealed in a clear bag, but I mean, new with tags is new with tags. They're asking like 29 bucks for it, which is silly. I think I'll do 20 bucks free shipping, and we'll probably sell this pretty quick. We paid $1 for that. These are tagged $2 a piece. Aaron gave them to me because I asked, hey, do they work? He had no idea. He said, how about $1 a piece? So we did that. So even if they don't work, we're really not out that much. Now, this right here, look, I just sold a hat as we're filming this. This right here, I couldn't help it. You would have picked this up, right? An vintage inflatable mermaid. It was $1. I have zero idea how to look up comps even for this thing, but it's got to have some kind of value. I think this stuff will clean up. I think it's just dirty from being in somebody's garage. So, yeah, we picked this up. Comps, I mean, your guess is as good as mine. This, I only picked up because it's new and sealed from, see if we can get it to focus there, 1990. This 1990 Bugs Bunny. This is obviously going to be out of print and a relatively rare cassette. So I picked it up, especially because it's sealed. You're not going to find these sealed very often. So as far as value, I don't know. It's probably going to sit around for quite some time, to be honest with you. But he actually threw this in for nothing, essentially. So why not, right? I mean, it's got to have some bit of value. I actually saw one guy has this listed because it's got a barcode, so I scanned it again like that, and somebody's trying to sell it for like $89 used. That's crazy. It's not going to sell for that. I'm thinking this is like a $10 or $15 tape, probably something like that. Now I found all these books. Like I said, there are some of these that have sold on their own, like this one. There are some sold comps for Goofy for right about $10. So if I wanted to wait a long time, we could sell probably each one of these by itself. We've got, what, 4, 8, 12, 13 of them here. We could sell most of them probably individually. They're all in very good shape. Some of them don't even look like they were ever opened. These are from like the mid-70s. So in really pretty amazing shape. I might put them all together, or what we might do is do a Disney lot with Donald Duck, Mickey Mouse, that sort of thing, and then do a miscellaneous lot where we've got Tom and Jerry, Popeye. There was somebody else over here too. Yeah, Tweety and Sylvester. We might have two different lots here. We'll see. But if I put these all together, I've got to think we could probably get about 20 or 25 bucks out of all these. And we got this pile of books plus the Bugs Bunny for $5. So that was a good deal. And then after we were done in the store, Aaron caught me. He actually said, hey, I've got some stuff you might be interested in. Come take a look. Some of it I was. This, I've looked it up now. You can see on there, it's got Mickey Mouse. And obviously there's a little tarnish here. There's some age, definitely some age, because I was able to look at the back there. There we go. Rogers Manufacturing. This, guys, is from the 1930s, which I think is pretty cool. So it doesn't sell for a lot. Just because it's old doesn't mean it's necessarily valuable, right? But this does actually have a pretty good sell-through. I think it's going to sell for about $10, you know, like a $9.98 plus shipping kind of deal. So we've got that. These are really neat. This is the only one that I looked up. There is, not a huge sell-through, but there is a sold comp of this for $9.99 plus shipping for this individual. These are placemats. So this is Sword in the Stone. We've got 5 of them, and they're not in perfect condition. There's a little bit of warping. You can see on the back, it's just the generic, but on the front is different Disney scenes and Disney movies. So we've got the Sword in the Stone. Here's a Ludwig von Drake. And we've got Tinkerbell. Nana Tink, shout out to Nana Tink. And then we've got a Snow White, and he's got some schmutz on him that we got to wash. We got to probably wash these. They're a little bit dusty. But like I said, there's a sold comp for basically $10 on that guy on Sword in the Stone, which that's my favorite of the pile. I think it's really cool. But I think I might sell these together as a lot. That way somebody can make a place setting if they wanted of 4 of these. They can frame them. They can do whatever they want. I bet we could put 20 or 25 bucks on those as a set and do it that way. We got one more thing here, and this thing might be the grand slam of the day. I've still got to do a lot of research. When I picked these up, Aaron said, hey, I've got some Converse here. And so I was looking at them, and initially, honestly, I was thinking they might be knockoffs. And he said the same thing. And I thought he was right, just because if you look at these, I mean, there's no star, right? It's always got the star. There's a few things you can look at on Converse to find out if they're genuine. It's always got the toe cap. It's always got a particular stitching down here. This is actually different than what the standard stitching is. There's like a triangle, and there's a certain design that it's always got. It's always got the rubber tag on the back. Now, this does have the rubber tag, but it's different. This is actually called a black tag. This is much different, and you might have noticed it on there, but we're going to come back to it. And there's also nothing on the inside. All Converse have stamped on the inside Converse right there on the insole. There's several other things, but those are some of the basics. Right here, usually there are eyelets. Now these, they're not. They're on the inside. If they're polished, they're going to be fake. They don't, theirs is a matte finish. So if they have polished little eyelets, those are fake. Well, now this one doesn't have any eyelets on the outside. That's not normal either. So I was thinking these might actually be knockoffs. They might be fakes, because on top of that, look at the bottom. These, if you know Chuck Taylors at all, this is not the bottom. It's a gum bottom on these. Random tidbit of information, you know, sometimes on the bottom of Converse, it's fuzzy. It's got like a material on there. Well, they do that actually for a reason, because it's a thin layer of felt, and if they put felt on the bottom of shoes, officially, technically, they're considered slippers if there's a felt bottom. Slippers, the import rate, the taxes on them are cheaper by something like 30%, I think I saw. So they put a little bit of felt on the bottom. Technically, all of a sudden, they're slippers, and it's cheaper for them to import. There you go, some random knowledge. But this bottom is different. It's not the normal Converse bottom. This is a gum bottom is what they would call this. So I've started to do some research. I've got to do a lot more, but these are, get it to focus here, made in the USA. Converse Chuck Taylor athletic shoes made in the USA. Made in the USA Converse is a big deal, guys. These may sit for a while till I find the right buyer for them, because they are going to end up getting priced high. I think these are from somewhere between the 40s and the 60s. Like I said, still more research that I need to do, but these things are at least 60 years old, which is really, really cool. They're in fantastic shape. Obviously, we're missing some laces here, so I may get online and see if I can find some vintage laces, just to say, look, they're replacement, but they're replacement vintage, and sort of make it at least close as I can. I think these look like potentially the original lace. It's just this one's missing it, which is unfortunate. So you can sell these with, you know, any shoes without laces. People can put in what they want. But for something like this, I think I'd probably like to sell it with the laces and make it a complete deal. So I'm going to check on getting some replacement vintage, maybe some new old stock, and replace it. I doubt I can find them all the way back from the 60s or even potentially 40s. But I think these might be wrestling shoes. They started to come out starting in about the 40s to 50s, 60s, 70s. Converse started to come out with specific shoes for specific sports. So they had wrestling, they had tennis, they even had football cleats for a while. There was rubber cleats on the side here, hard rubber cleats. Those are very valuable if you can find those. So I don't know if there's any Converse experts out there. You tell me what you think, but I think we potentially have a huge winner here in these shoes. So all told, in the store, for the stuff that we pulled out of there, it was $10 for the VHS tape, the Big Little books, the Mermaid, and the Guitar Hero Rock Band stuff, and the hat. All of that we got for $10. And then we paid Aaron $20 for the other stuff, for the placemats, for the shoes, and the spoon. So $30 all in for everything you saw there. I think we did okay. Aaron has treated us very well. He's a good friend, and I appreciate him and all he does. He's got a fantastic store. If you come through Helena, Montana, well, I mean, first, let me know. We'll go hang out. But then go check out Big Sky Thrift. Hit that bell underneath. That'll let you know when we put new stuff up. Comment before you leave. That's always super helpful. Hit the thumbs up, or, you know, frankly, thumbs down. That helps me too. It's all good in the algorithm. And I appreciate you swinging in once again. That's what we've got for today. We'll see you next time. Bye.